No, you're not. Dead low tide right now. So you can see it drops off right there. Up right there. Barely as wide. Something absolutely crazy is about to go down because we have Nick in the Bahamas. And that does not happen often. And we have Nick in the Bahamas. And that does not happen often. We got Nick and Nick. And Sean! Strelo!
What up?
We're gonna go do a little bit of diving. And then some tuna fishing. And if diving's really good, then those will be 2 separate videos. And if it's not really good, then it will be 1 video or no videos. But we're starting off the day kind of looking for spots. We got a couple in a direction we're going in, but little deep, little green. Hopefully we get some good stuff coming up. Big shout out to the ghillie bag. This thing's sick. We got all my dive gear. I think my brother's gear's in here. You can rinse it all right in the bag and you don't have to worry about your stuff blowing away in the boat. We're gonna get set up. We don't want little Nicky's hogfish to rip out. But he got himself one. What's that? I swim around for 10 minutes and you get in for 2 seconds? That's how it works. Nick got himself a nice little hog. That's not a little, dude. That's a solid one.
I wish you got a better shot.
It's all right. You really didn't mess up the meat. You just didn't get a perfect shot. As soon as I hopped in the water, I looked down and saw a nice cubera snapper. These fish are one of my favorite fish to hunt. They have incredibly tough scales. Now here I'm shooting the Headhunter Gorilla Sling with a slip tip, and I'm still kind of dialing it in and tweaking it to the way I like to have it rigged. It's a little tricky shooting the sling with a slip tip, but I think it's going to be worth it once I get it figured out. I hit him in a good spot, but the shaft fell out. The tip did not go far enough into the fish to be able to engage, and instead of trying to grab the fish, because luckily I did spine him, I decided to reload real quick, pull back on the sling, and put another shot in him, securing my first fish of the dive trip. Cubera, anyone? That was cool. I spined him, he came off the shaft. I reloaded and shot him without my slip tip. Good there?
Yep.
That cubera was not very smart and it was pretty cool. I think I hit him, yeah, I hit him down like right there and spined him. But I gotta look at the video. I don't know if my slip tip wasn't on or what, but I think it just barely went into him. And then we finished him off with a second shot. That's a nice one. Now that's Nick going down there. He was looking around the same rocks for snappers and stuff, and he found a real nice schoolmaster snapper. I'll show you a couple clips of that.
That's a nice one. Yeah. How do you want it? I'd like to be able to get,
Now I'm using something here called a throw flasher. In this case, it's a piece of PVC with some shiny tape wrapped around it. And you can see how much these mackerel or these Cero mackerel are attracted to it, along with a ton of other fish. Here I was kind of just aiming at the flasher, but then decided to turn sideways, hit him with that shaft, and went all the way through. And this time the slip tip engaged perfectly. Perfect for the big Cero.
Woo!
Where's Nick?
Should be off the bow. Let's go right. Yeah.
already bled him.
Nikki coming back up from another rock pile, and this time with a dog snapper. Lots of snappers coming up this trip.
That's a nice one. I thought they were cuberas. They're dogs.
Now when Nikki dropped down to shoot that dog snapper, I threw my throw flasher, and it's a very slow sinking flasher. So here I am going to retrieve it. As I'm swimming down, I'm just kind of drifting nice and slow. And you can see from the little almaco jack and all the yellowtails and whatever little fish are down there, they're all just really, really attracted to it. And this kind of commotion is what can bring bigger snapper and grouper out from these holes. And it's a good thing you always just really keep an eye on that flasher. Even when you don't see something around, a lot of times something will come in on it. And that's what I was kind of hoping for right here. And then as the flasher kind of made it all the way to the bottom, I was just going to grab it and head back up to the top. What we're doing here is dragging. Nick and I are behind the boat. We're covering some ground. We're using the boat, holding on to some ropes, and just covering a lot of ground. And while we were doing that, I saw a couple Zero mackerel, so I let go of the rope. Now, Sean had the drone up in the air already, so I did my same thing. I threw the throw flasher, and the mackerel hit it when it was on the surface. Then he came back, hit it again, circled around, hit it again, and then he came back in, and I just kept aiming at the flasher because I knew he was committed. And I hit him real good. And that was a bigger Zero. Really nice one. And even cooler is Sean got the top view of this. This is the drone view, and we'll just let that play out for you. After I shot him, I went back down, grabbed my throw flasher, and I was pretty sure I had a good shot in this fish, but we were leaving anyways, so I asked Nick to put a second shot in just to make sure I didn't tear the fish off, because they do have really soft flesh, like most mackerels. And Nick did that, hit him in the head. We knew it was a good shot. We could pull him in and make our way back to the boat.
Thing just aired out over me. Here, take that thing.
Alright, we're done though.
You got it?
I got it.
Zero. That's some good meat right there.
Couldn't have done it without Nick Furrow's help.
You get that dog snapper?
You guys look like fucking monsters.
Alright, where do you want these?
I've never caught a sailfish.
Let's go!
Johnny, let me catch one.
Oh.
Here, take it.
Oh, you still got it?
Here, I'll fight him.
I'm gonna get my camera ready. I want to get underwater shot.
Ooh. Sails on.
Come on, Nick, double up. No way, how bad?
Pitching liveys to sails. You got a ton of line. You don't need to go tight or anything.
I'm letting him do his thing. Can't even point the rod at him really because hey, he's
You don't need to point the rod at him. Look at that thing tail walking.
awesome. There was definitely another one with it. Oh my god!
Going nuts.
Got a show on.
Yeah, only meat. All the meat got him going. We finished up diving, and what happened was we're running out to go do some tuna fishing, and we saw a sail up top or a fin up top, and we thought it was a marlin at first. It ended up being a couple sailfish. Luckily, we had a live well full of bait, as a must is, and pitched it out and hooked him up. Let me see if there's one thing we need.
All the meat, all the meat, all the meat. I like the meat, all the meat. Give me no beats, all the meat. I like the meat, all the meat.
All the meat. Nick, you got a little dance going. We'll keep it going low. YouTube demonetization though. Woo! Look. No, what? That's a nice one.
Wow, that thing is.
Get that rod tip low, rod tip low. Way in the water, way in the water, way in the water. Just keep it way in the water.
He's on the other side of the boat. I would actually walk it forward.
No, just keep way in the water. You'll bring him back.
Well, if he touches the tabs, you're done.
He's going up front. We're good.
Wow.
Oh, I'm under his fin.
No, you're not.
Oh, careful. I'm trying to keep his head away from it.
Told you, Nick.
He's not built right. Yes, he is.
No, I just.
He is built right. See?
It's down. There he is. We got him motor in gear, and we're just turning with it.
John, you getting a good one?
Tell me when you're.
There you go. I turned the motors all the way. Look at that thing. We're gonna hand him off to Sean, I think. Oh, is he kicking good?
Is he unhooked?
Yeah. We have our state-of-the-art Sailfish reviver. Mako, Mako, Mako! Just kidding. There he goes!
He dropped that thing so.
I don't know why Nick is so grumpy. We just had an awesome time with that sailfish. That sailfish was on none other than the SaltX 6000 by Tsunami. Absolutely love it. But I gotta take a second. We're gonna go tuna fish. I gotta tell you what we're gonna be having here because I got something new. I got the Built Wild DNA energy water enhancers. There are no preservatives, all natural flavors. Basically a healthier way of drinking an energy drink. And you just take this, add it to a bottle of water, and Nick's really mad at me right now because I forgot to film a little talking about the sailfish, so I stopped the boat while we were on plane, which is a huge deal. It's gonna cost Nick about 14 cents. Here, you want the water enhancer?
No, it's because I just pooped off the transom doing 40 miles an hour.
Cue clip of that.
When you gotta go, you gotta go.
Can I put that in the video? All right, we're gonna go, hopefully find some tunas. Look at that tail. That is one of my favorite fish that swims. The Kubera snapper. I got that nice Kubera, super lucky on that, the way that ended up working out. And this right here is a mutton, just kidding, it's not. Lots of people get confused on this fish. It's a schoolmaster. No, it's not. It's a dog snapper. And the dead giveaway is the teardrop right there. White teardrop under the eye. There's a schoolmaster. Show a little side-by-side comparison for them. For a nice little snapper trifecta. And then a hog snapper, which is not a snapper at all. Most unique, funny looking one. And the funny story about this hog is it was eating a shell while Nick was shooting it. Nick got this. Nick got this, but not the same Nick. And Nick got this. And it was the Nick that got this, that got this. And I got this. So I just said that hogfish had a shell. You can see his mouth is like locked shut because we had these in a nice ice slush for the ride home. Oh, there it is. There you go. You never got the shell out. So eating some kind of hermit crab. I bet the hermit crab's still in there.
He said he sucked it up right before he shot him. He watched him.
Nick, you saw it. You saw him eating it?
I saw him eating it.
What was he doing?
I don't see a crab in there though.
There's got to be a crab. He wouldn't have eaten just a regular shell. They're known as being one of the smartest fish in the world. At the house with Liz. We got a lot of fish to fillet. Knocked out the tunas already, but this is one of my favorites and one of the most underrated. Spanish mackerel get a bad rep. There's nothing wrong with Spanish mackerel, but this is a Cero mackerel. Super similar looking. They got the spots, they got the similar shape, similar color, similar everything. But the giveaway is this yellow line that goes down the side. And we're gonna go ahead and knock the sides off him real quick. They got really thin bones. We're just gonna turn the knife. This is the Sword 9-inch flex. And that is some awesome sushi grade, sashimi grade stuff. It's gonna be good.